Did you cook that down?
Yeah, I took some. I went on the YouTube page and tried to see what. Hey, go in the other room and see if our YouTube the sound is good.
Wow.
Just go see if the sound is okay
Where at?
on the YouTube. Just go in the other room and
Oh,
listen and see if we because we don't. I don't want to have it in crappy sound again.
no, the sound is good.
The sound is good, so you can come back in now since we have good sound.
No, do the show from in here.
They can't hear you. They cannot hear you. Producing the show again ourselves. So here,
Did our producer fire us?
I don't
Did
know.
he?
He's tired. He has a paid gig that he's trying to do.
I mean, but there are days that he does not have a gig and he chooses not
It's
to.
been over a month since we've been. It's been about a month since we've been back
I
on,
see,
right?
yeah, it has
Okay.
been.
Yeah, so he might be, because he asked me and I didn't know what your answer was. So
Okay.
yeah, it might be us.
Well, I know for sure right now, just like he might come back maybe later on. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Are you sharing all your platforms?
I'm trying to. The trouble I see, nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows but Jesus. Look what we got on the bottom of the page.
Who?
I've
Who that?
learned that is us.
Oh,
I've learned how to do that.
look at you learning fancy things. See, you got to teach me these things because I'll never figure it out.
It's easy.
Like I
I
can't
just figured it out just like a minute ago.
look at me trying to figure out how to even share right now, and can't do that. So there are my skills. Is that the picture you took for the?
Man, it just was the one that was up there when we came on. They chose that for
We're gonna have to start
themselves.
taking this. I know Rail know how to do it. He knows how to take the picture that looks correct because this looks crazy when I share it. Share it.
And if they just get on here, we'll be all right.
Okay, just tell the people. Please tune in.
Please tune in
If not, y'all know we good with talking to ourselves
for a minute.
for a little while. That's why I always say with my blog or whatever, I try to front like I don't care that Instagram be making me so upset, but I like for people to view it. It would be lovely if the hard work that I do, somebody would actually see it, and Instagram would show the people.
But Instagram really don't want to give y'all no real money from them. So they're suppressing.
And that's fine. I just want them to show that the more people they show, somebody else might want to give me some money.
But
I just need
but
them.
because they're trying to monetize, if
Mhm.
they show a lot of people, they still have to pay. You need to get in the camera.
I'm in there.
Now you're in here. You was
I
on
gotta
the
stay leaned in.
lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean
Is
back.
yours
Yeah.
it has the same picture?
Yeah, that thing is crazy looking. That thing is crazy looking.
Well, today, guys, whoever decides to tune in, we appreciate y'all. We didn't advertise. We didn't know whether we were coming on or not. Y'all know how our summertime goes. Matter of fact, our last broadcast, we said we couldn't guarantee whether we would come back.
When we would come back.
We
were coming back. We just didn't know when.
Right. And today we decided to come on back. So there's no guests. If y'all was looking for the guests, there's no guests. It's just us, little old us. So yeah, we're gonna be covering a few trending topics today. And if there's something you want to cover, please feel free to drop that on in the comments. Anything you want our opinion on to see what opinion we have, because that's why we're here. Ooh, my face is
shining, 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 shining. Yeah.
Anything you want us to cover, we got a few topics because since we haven't been here, it's been about a month. Yeah, so we're gonna try to backtrack to a few.
And we did get a lot. We did get a lot of responses from that last show we had. So
I bet we did.
We appreciate it. that was a little bit out of the box for a lot of folk. A lot of folk were not didn't understand, couldn't relate, or were struggling to relate. to what we had going on. There's two people on here. I don't know who they are.
Me and you.
No.
Well,
Me and you.
Me and then one other person. Hey,
your,
other person.
Your mama and your cousin too.
We gotta go back and do a music episode too. So it's 2 episodes, 3 I think we promised we need to do. We still gotta catch up with our couples and single folk, and then we gotta come back to it. Our music episodes were pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So we gotta figure out some music topics to cover. So we're gonna jump right.
While we doing that, we had a versus this past week, and
comedy.
It was the most New Yorkist thing I've ever seen.
New Yorkist thing
in my entire adult life.
It was pretty New York.
And it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I know a lot of people that don't normally watch versus that went back to watch it on YouTube because it was just that entertainment. So if y'all did not know, the versus this past week was Tuesday night.
Why on a Tuesday? Please give it back to me on a Friday or a Saturday.
I don't understand. But it was on a Tuesday night, and it was, I want to say Jadakiss by itself, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
Jadakiss put up 62.
And what the other boy's name? It was Jadakiss and Cameron.
And Cameron is one of the worst rappers on his. Jules Santana to me is a better rapper.
Yeah. Hey, Alvin. He says me, Big Twin.
Oh, my man.
Okay, the 3 of us.
The you get loyalty points.
Okay.
You get them loyalty points.
Yeah, but
here.
It was an interesting versus, to say the least. Like I said, and most people agree. I don't know a whole lot of people that, what's the boy's name again?
Dipset.
I don't know a whole lot of people that listen to them that had an album. I know Jim Jones because of Jim and Chrissy on the Love and Hip Hop.
And Ballin', which was an awful song. It just had a great hook.
But it's iconic. It's classic. And I know Cameron from them. And then,
can you name 2 Cameron songs?
No, I just remember him and the Fur Pink Coat.
But you don't know.
What's that song?
That's not a song.
No, it wasn't a video.
It was a video,
okay.
But I don't know what the song was. I wasn't a real Cameron. I mean, they were hot when they were hot, but it was like, it wasn't nothing memorable. Yeah, they were hot. They were hot. I remember, hey, man, and we can make her tonight.
Yes, okay, I know that song. I know that.
And y'all, you remember this?
Yes, okay, that one I do.
And they did the dance.
I would say Horse and Carriage.
Horse and Carriage.
That was Mace, right?
No, that was a Cameron song. Mace sung the hook on that.
See, I thought that was Mace. Go to show you. I don't know them people.
All right, let's dip in the comment section. List the Dipset songs that you can know about.
Alvin named that one. Nobody know what that is.
But Jadakiss, and he's always proclaimed this top 5 dead or alive.
Okay.
He's always proclaimed this, and he's basically showed a lot of his skills where he's often overlooked. And somebody asked me,
I get that.
Somebody asked me, why is he such a lyrical giant that he's often overlooked? And I told him, I think it was Alvin. Me and him had a quick conversation. We talk almost every day. It was because he wasn't the commercial dude. He did not conform to a lot of stuff. And he was always who he is, who he was going to be. And he did not sell out or change himself to sell certain stuff. So that's who he is. Yeah, it was Alvin. Me and Alvin had a conversation.
I mean, I appreciate them, but he made it fun. If you haven't gone back to look at it,
hilarious.
He's funny. And the only thing I remember meeting them, and Jadakiss wasn't even with them. We drove to Virginia Beach because we heard they was gonna be at Beach Week.
But y'all met Chic and Styles.
That's it. Jadakiss was not even with them. So that says a lot. That says a lot. But anywho, yeah, so the verses, and we didn't even have that on the list.
No,
but okay.
We did not. All right, let's get to our list. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. West.
He's a genius. I don't care what
Man,
nobody says.
he's a marketing
He's a
genius
genius.
that got people into the Georgia Dome for a second time for a listening party where he laid on the bed for an hour and a half. Elevated himself, because it won't him.
It was not him. It
He's
could
afraid
not,
of heights.
Right. It could not have been him.
Elevated a person and then came back down and lay on the bed. And he got people to pay hundreds of dollars for that.
To listen, he wasn't even performing, but to listen. And this is why I said he's a genius. So you got people to pay for tickets.
Pay for tickets.
To get into the listening party.
Mm-hmm.
He was streaming live
from his own
platform. I forget which streaming network. It's like a Patreon type of thing. So you had to pay to see the live stream. So he was streaming for that. Then, let's be for real, he's going to release, whenever he decides to release this album, he's going to release it. You're going to have to pay for streaming for that.
Because I don't think he's going to get Spotify or Apple.
You're going to have to pay to stream that. And then he's going to tour off that.
Man, look, he's getting ready to bring back LimeWire.
What? No.
Because LimeWire was a place you used to be able to get your pirated DVDs. And
that's true.
And at this day and age, ain't too many people going off base and off character. That's why, what's the joint Jay-Z had?
What you mean?
The streaming platform?
Tidal.
Tidal.
Doesn't he still have it?
No, he sold that. He sold Tidal. But Tidal really didn't take off like they thought it would take off because the big boys, the Spotify, the Apples, all them type people had already cornered the market on it.
But I think there's a such thing as trying to be too exclusive. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of celebrities run into that. Yeah, you want to corner the market. You want to make things exclusive for your fans. But then if you make things too exclusive, people are like, I'm not interested. I'm not jumping through hoops to try to interact with my favorite artist. Like it's not that serious.
Look, the whole album was on YouTube.
Right.
Most people have heard the album. It's just you got to go to YouTube to listen to it.
So, yeah, and that's why originally when they released, what was the Beyonce album that was just released on Tidal? Lemonade, I think, was just originally it was released on Tidal first.
I think
you had to wait like 2-3 weeks to get it anywhere else. So I mean, they waited.
I think we watched it. No, it was released on Tidal and HBO because they had a whole visual there, and all of us listened to it, and then we waited for 2 weeks.
I mean, you can be, and that's why. So I'm glad you said that it's a such thing. So you got Patreon. What was the thing I was telling you about? The new streaming site. Look, I got to look in my
not OnlyFans.
No, it's not OnlyFans.
What's the
Fanbase. The new app is called Fanbase, and it's like if you combined Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon all together. So you can stream your content, but you can make it exclusive for your fan base. That's why it's called Fanbase. Snoop and them are already on there, but people have to pay to see your content. So take, for instance, my blog that's on Instagram. I can take it to Fanbase and immediately start to get monetization going because I can make my stuff exclusive. So, I mean, that's not being too exclusive, but there are people that are out there that want to corner their stuff because they can just make money on it for them. And I think that ain't nobody got time for that.
And Kanye has always been who Kanye is, and he's gonna do some different stuff. No, Donda has not officially come out yet, and Kanye is who he is.
They thought initially when he did the first listening party that it was gonna come out, so the people would stand up till midnight waiting for it to come out, and
I'm too old to stay up waiting for an album that might. Well, if it's gonna come out, it's gonna be there in the morning when I wake up bright and early. That's how I feel.
And I think they done took, to go back to Beyonce, they done took the blueprint. Beyonce usually When she released stuff, is when don't nobody know, and it's in the wee hours of the morning, and we done woke up, and she got whole albums out there.
And it was there in the morning.
In the morning, but
then now
still,
for
you want to be
the Abby Park stuff.
She released at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
If you don't get on it when she released it, you won't get
gone.
it because the Beehive.
The last swimwear set. Shout out to Tasha. She was on it, and she got something. But I tried to wait, and there's still nothing available, and it's been almost 3 weeks. And as of the 19th, she is going to release that Cowboy Rodeo denim.
What's my boy's name? The Colonel. The Colonel is in the commercial.
Yes, he was.
The Colonel from the different world was in the commercial.
Because he's a cowboy. He's a real life cowboy. He wins like
cowboy, baby. He
wins
the rodeo.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, he wins.
Okay.
So
okay, Colonel.
That's why. And this is real Texas for her. All of the Texas folk in the real life, cowgirls and cowboys will be sporting their Ivy Park. So kudos to her.
Well, Kanye is gonna get money hand over fist when it comes out because the album, the part that I heard, I don't even know if he was gonna release that or it's gonna be a whole nother album. He got that.
Well, TikTok then grabbed the clip of the Jesus song, the one that was. They got the clip, so now it's a sound. So he ain't gotta worry about it.
That's what I'm saying. He might not really. It might when artists like him, Prince, Michael Jackson, probably have 20 years worth of music already recorded. So you don't even know if that's going to be the album that he releases.
True, I ain't think about it that way. But he gonna wait for it. He gonna wait till people least expect it.
I know one thing. We got the old Kanye back on some of that stuff.
You talking about the lyrically?
The lyrically. I'm not talking about the eccentric stuff that he's doing. Okay. That's still new Kanye, but lyrically, yeah.
So moving on.
Dr. Dre. Now we're not talking about Dr. Dre as far as his 38-year-old daughter, his oldest daughter, saying she has not seen him in 17 years, and
she's so hard for me to believe.
And she's living on her car. So we're not talking about that.
We're talking about the wife, the
ex-wife that has settled for $300,000 a month. That's way less than what she initially asked for.
Because if you looked at the list, and we covered that on the show, the list of things she put in there, I'm sure a judge or whoever settled this was like, come on now. So, I mean, even at $300,000 a month,
and no babies,
and all of your children are of a older nature, that's still a lot. I mean, but I'm sure the pair of them chose to settle because it was just, that would have been some fight. It just would have been. She was asking for $900,000.
No, $3 million a month.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, good on her. I mean, if she got it, she got it. Does it $300,000 a month is
that's more than I make a year.
But again, that's from regular people.
What regular
people that
well, her lifestyle is probably way more than
right. That's what I'm saying. She probably spends $300,000 a month just on possibly maintenance. I mean,
a lot of maintenance.
Don't let me get a whole look. We're gonna stick a fork in this right here, and I'm gonna tell y'all the good, the honest truth. I talk body positive because I am. I'm comfortable in the skin I am. I really am. But you give me some change, I'm gonna need about 3 months recovery for all the work I'm fitting to have done. At least 3 months. And you gotta hire me a person to take care of me because I'm gonna need.
Hold on. I just heard something in my head. I'm gonna need about 3 months of recovery, and all the nurses is loving me, saying the best part of the day is my hair, fixing me a breakfast and giving me a sponge bath. I just heard that in my head when you said that. That was funny to me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need that. Alvin, you still with us? Because for some reason, I don't know whether the Wi-Fi or whatever is going on, but sometimes that happens when you lose people because it's just me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Hall of Fame class of 2021 getting elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I don't know them people either.
You do know these people. I'm gonna say some names that
Okay,
you know.
okay.
Peyton Manning.
Yes, I know him.
Calvin Johnson,
Mm-mm.
wide receiver.
Nope.
Charles Woodson.
Mm-mm.
John Lynch. You ain't gonna know these people though. Alvin Faneca, Drew Pearson.
I've heard him.
Drew Pearson?
Yeah, I heard his name.
He was the original number 88. Yes, Alvin is still here. The original number 88 for the Dallas Cowboys.
He said Troy and Bill.
That's 2020. I was doing the 21, sir. I know you're still a fan. I know you're still a fan. Simmer down now. Simmer down now. Tom Flores was the first Latino coach in the NFL.
Okay.
Coached the Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. And Bill Nunn was a scout he got a lot of black players from like HBCUs for the Steelers. The Rooney family really, really indulged in getting black players.
Okay.
That was a 2021 class because they didn't have a what you call it last year.
Oh, a ceremony.
last
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
And then my internet want to act up.
I told you it was acting foolish.
And the 2020 class was my man Edgerrin James.
Does he have another name?
They call him Edge. Edgerrin James. He was a dude that came in when Peyton Manning first got there. He had the goals in his mouth. He was the running back. He said, "I came into the league with goals, but I'm leaving my career with a gold jacket."
Okay.
He was if you go. That's one of the speeches you should go back and listen to. It's like 5-6 minutes, so it's not really, really long.
Okay.
He has a great speech. Troy Polamalu. You know.
I know him.
Why you know him?
Because he got long, pretty hair.
Troy Polamalu. Bill Cowher. The Chin. He on the TV now. He be on the broadcast. Coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before Omar Epps became the coach.
Okay, I do know him. He had a mustache.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. Cliff Harris. Not T.I.
Okay.
Steve Atwater.
I've heard his name.
Steve Atwater. Jimmy Johnson. How about them Cowboys? The coach. With the White House.
Johnson. I thought you was who was the man that used to run the grocery store?
You talking about the grocery store, or you talking about the Community Pride Johnson?
What was his name?
Something Johnson.
Okay. Go ahead.
You ain't gonna know this dude. Steve Hutchinson. He's an offensive lineman. And the Reverend Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce was one of them. Was one of the greatest wide receivers. Played on that Rams team with the quarterback that was bagging groceries. And then he hauled for Isaac Bruce.
So you named about 30 people, and I knew 3. 3 of them. I can't tell you.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm worse than
Sullivan.
Kiefer and his sports.
That was Troy Polamalu bust. You see how that?
It's all hair.
No, it's the front. It got a front.
Okay, I was like,
with Troy Polamalu, Drew Pearson had a big old afro on his bust. And Edgerrin James had dreads. They said I should cut my dreads off because the NFL wouldn't look positively on that. Mm-hmm. He's like, I ain't cutting my hair for nobody. Once you get them boys from the U don't care. They just come to play ball and gonna be exactly who they are. So shout out to all those Hall of Famers.
Oh, I'm not drinking wine tonight. This is, y'all can't see this, kombucha. Clear Mind, rosemary, mint, sage, and green tea.
I should have got a glass of wine.
I hope it don't keep me up. I hope it don't.
Congratulations as well to LeBron James and Rihanna, they have become billionaires in this year.
That's amazing.
And LeBron is still playing, and he's a billionaire. Well,
Rihanna won't give us another album.
Won't give us another album, but making money.
She don't need it. If she's
a billionaire.
Because
she got the draws.
I'm gonna keep making this makeup and draws.
The makeup and draws is getting it.
And the thing is, so there's a difference between Fenty Savage Fenty, and Fenty.
No, I did not know until you told me. I thought it was all one company.
No, so she sold it.
Sold it to who?
To make it more affordable.
Oh, so it's not the quality.
So I don't know. I didn't buy them because when it originally came out, I was like, "Ooh, I can't afford these draws." But what she ended up doing was making Fenty the high end line. So if you look up Fenty.com, there's like $1,000 blazers and stuff on there. She still got that line that's exclusive, high end.
Oh, so
the commercials.
Oh, she double dipping.
The commercials and stuff you saw for like the ones you see on Instagram and pop up and the girl, that's not really her line anymore. Her name is on it.
But she's still getting a cut.
She still get a cut, but she made it more affordable, so she sold like the distribution.
So I was thinking about getting the men draws. And
I mean, I'm sure they're very nice.
But if it ain't the original, why I need to go with the knockoff?
It's still her name on it. That still belongs to Robin.
This looks like it should be in Ross
then. No.
A Billy. Not a Millie, a Billy. Oh, man.
I can tell y'all friends, you got that immediately. I was still lost. I was still lost.
Hey, Alvin, do me a favor. Share this to your page for me, please. And share it to the fitness group. So we're gonna talk about your favorite person that's been going on this week, the baby.
Okay.
You was trying to school me. I don't follow.
You didn't get it originally. When the news first broke, when it first came out.
It's football season.
It was not football. This was 2 weeks ago. What was on?
Training camp. I've been listening to training camp stuff for the last month. Training camp been going on for a month now.
Anywho, he was at the Rolling Loud event. If anybody had to have heard this by now. I'm not going to repeat what he said because it was ridiculous. But in a crowd of people that apparently that bubble where Rolling Loud was, there was no COVID. So,
look, they broadcast that joint on Hulu, and it was like
apparently there was no COVID. COVID who lived there?
COVID where?
COVID where? But anywho, in front of all of these
hold
people,
on, before you get into that, did you see they rushed the gate trying to get in the Rolling Loud, and everybody got in except for one little handicapped boy?
No, I didn't. That's awful.
That's
why they ain't had no business being there. Anywho, so he said some disparaging things about the LGBTQ plus community, some ignorant things about HIV and AIDS, some ignorant things about people's the way people live their lives. Now, y'all can go back and figure out what he said, but I'm gonna give two things on my opinion. Even aside from that, this was tip top for me. So Megan was on this bill. Megan Thee Stallion was on this bill. And a lot of people missed this through all the controversy. She came on, I don't know what order, but she was on prior to the baby being on.
Mm-hmm.
So when he comes out, who does he bring out?
But the trip part is he was coming out or he was playing Crybaby, right? Which they're on.
Together.
Yes.
But he brought out Tory Lanez. So this is what blew my mind about all of the people that were like, people can't express themselves no more, and y'all going after this man because he done said such and such. I'm looking at y'all funny at this point Because you mean to tell me if I got a friend that we collaborate with, if me and you run into house, if you shoot me in the foot,
in your pinky toe,
in my pinky toe, then one of your friends is cool with bringing you around me. I don't get. He shot her.
He shot her, man. Look,
it's not allegedly. It's not.
And he back in the States and ain't do no.
He's still waiting. I hope they deport him. Okay.
It's been almost a year.
He's still. You know how long the legal system takes. But the thing is, last I checked, she hadn't pressed charges, which is the difficult thing. But anywho, why would you do that? You collaborated with this woman on a song. Y'all supposed to be okay. And you bring her nemesis onto stage with you like it's okay. And then open your mouth and proceed to say ridiculous things. Then when asked to apologize, well, nobody should have had to ask you to apologize. You double down on it like you want hurt.
Yep.
Then the fact
cancellation
that people cancel you back to back to back. I mean, literal cancellation.
The whole summer tour
gone. Then you was like, "Oh, my bad," but it's still the media's fault and social media's fault for blowing it. You're not sorry. You don't get it.
You don't give us a chance to learn, bruh. You are a grown man. I want to say the other word, but you are a grown man. And if you don't know about AIDS, HIV, or what you say,
this is 2021.
2021. And how you can be so offensive to people. The same way we will be trying to cancel people if they were saying offensive things to black folk.
I mean, I don't get it. Nobody has to teach you, a grown man, anything who has children. Google is free. Even if you didn't know. I always tell you, look, I say it all the time, Google is absolutely free.
They don't charge for it.
They do not charge you for it.
There's a whole search engine.
But he is old enough to know
grown,
that there are several stereotypes about that virus, the long history of what people have gone through to try to fight, to show that they, belong in this society along with everybody else. And then you go and say, now what it's given me and what it gave a lot of people was that somebody made you mad. that you ain't giving off that you supposed to be with. And this person that made you mad, and this had real anger energy to me.
Real anger
energy. And you were upset. And this was your subliminals. You just gave them out loud. So that's what it gave to me.
Real.
I would say that's why she ain't friends with none of them now. Tory Lanez is a 2-foot gnome. He is a little tiny.
Why do you think he ranted like that?
That's why I think I hope you heard what I said, Alvin. I think, let's be for real about it. We don't know what goes on backstage or nothing. He was real specific. Ain't nobody giving head in the parking lot. Where does your mind come from to even go to that? Unless there's a specific situation that you are upset about.
You might have touched your little booty.
That's what I got. That's what I got. That's exactly what I got. Somebody made you very upset because you were too specific about that.
And then this is why they keep shutting Boosie down on Instagram.
Nobody asked you anything.
Come back, he said they're gonna make heterosexual the outcast in a moment. Bruh, man, just shut up. I just look.
It's scary because there are so many people that
listen
and believe him, like they amen to him when they out here talking like that. When
he's buying his underage son prostitutes. But this is the dude you going on here.
And y'all eating Twinkies and cereal for breakfast. I don't get it. And T.I., nobody asked you a thing.
Oh,
sir.
T.I. said something too.
Yes.
What did he say?
He need to worry about his indictments and stuff. Chill
Oh, he got
out.
some more indictments.
They ain't recovered from the first set, so
The sex
they
slave,
waiting like everybody.
the
like
sex slave chain.
They waiting on some information, but nobody asked you a thing.
Look, was that Candace Dungeon joint real life? Because they look like it.
Don't associate Candy with no foolishness like that. Just because she's in the ATL area. That's not her. But I do know.
You don't know.
I do.
You don't know
Candy.
You don't know. You don't know these people.
Don't talk about Candy like that.
You don't know these people because look, because last year when they put a bop on it, everybody was rocking with the baby, but now nobody's.
I mean, because he won't talking foolish.
Like I'm saying,
you know how many people.
You don't know. That's why I said you don't know these people. That's why
there are a lot of people that are phased. As soon as we in the social media age, it's just waiting for them to get an opportunity to come out and say.
Imagine half of the artists we love and respect if they had to go to this stuff like this.
I don't
think. Look. I don't think none of us might like Biggie if we knew all the half the stuff.
Well, you think about songs in general.
But he wrote the whole Kim album, though.
He did. You think about songs in general, there are a lot of people that were highly disappointed.
Your favorite song from Dr. Dre and Snoop.
What song?
He ain't, but
oh
yeah,
that's not my favorite.
That's one of your favorites.
No, it's not.
That's a genre you rock to.
No, well, who doesn't?
But that's
not my favorite.
What's your favorite Dre and Snoop song?
I don't have one.
The Chronic.
I don't have one.
Okay. All right. Disney is being sued by Scarlett Johansson, aka the Black Widow. Did you hear or do you know about this story?
I heard about it, yes.
The story goes like this. A lot of people have in their contracts they will split or share money from the box office because they will do the promotions for the movie. But because Disney has been releasing movies in the theaters and now streaming them at the same time, the contract does not talk about streaming weekends, the opening weekend or the streaming sales. And so now the people are getting upset and mad because they can't get the money that they thought they were going to get. And Black Widow was the lowest grossing Marvel movie so far.
In the theaters. So she ain't getting no money from that, pretty much. And she can't catch the stream because that's pretty much where all the views were.
Yeah. And as far as Marvel and as far as Disney and as far as all that go, a lot of people still not comfortable with going to the movies because we understand this. People sit down. People are nasty. People waste popcorn. The floors are sticky at the movie
on
theater,
a regular basis.
And now we have this communicable when you can the disease that's in the air.
Yes, communicable. Or you can say that.
Communicable disease that people ain't.
It's contagious.
People are not trying to go into spaces where you got teenagers trying to clean up. Teenagers can barely clean their room.
I think it was AMC. One of those movie theaters had a commercial about how they clean the theaters.
Who works in movie theaters?
It was kids that was in the commercial. And they have a process or a system in which I think it was like Clorox something or other. Yeah, they were spraying them down, and I'm still not going.
We have one AMC here, right? And that's the one on.
Yeah, and that's why I had a complaint. I mean, hopefully Scarlett Johansson and Disney can settle their differences. You got to think about that in this day and age, especially when you sign contracts. People not, and I think the further we go, I don't think the government's definitely probably not going to put us back on lockdown because they can't afford that. But things are still going to be done differently.
Mm-hmm.
And so
For
you
your
have to think
contract,
about
you
that
go
when you
contract.
sign a contract, that there's going to be less people going to the movies than they are streaming. We got 20,000 streaming sites. I probably got them all on my phone. But I'm upset about Respect. I want to see Respect. I want to see Jennifer Hudson in Respect. They are not streaming Respect.
Who was the movie production company?
Warner Brothers, I think.
And WB has been co-releasing everything on HBO.
They're not doing either. It said when the commercial came out, it says theaters only. They're not getting my dollar.
We need to holler at Speaking Spirit.
I'm not going nowhere.
Because the victory, because it don't be nobody in there. I trust that because they don't be nobody be in that joint. And then you can sit on one of 40 rows that they have with nobody in there.
I don't know yet. But I want to see Candyman. They streaming Candyman, right? I think they streaming Candyman.
I don't care what they're doing with Candyman. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was traumatized as a little boy. As a little boy, me and horror movies, it kept me up at night. I guess that's why I'm preaching now, because the Spirit said, "Cleanse yourself. This house is clean." And so I don't do scary movies. It's scary enough to be black, so I don't do. Scary.
We went to the movies to see.
It was like a
Contagious.
It was contagious.
Yeah.
It was a zombie movie. I can do zombies. I don't do scary.
They were zombies.
Yes,
they were stuck in the attic.
They were zombies.
Oh, okay.
Because they got sick. Once they got contagious,
they
changed. Right. That was a zombie movie. I would do a zombie movie. I'm not doing spirituality scaring the hell out of me. I don't do The Conjuring. I don't do the Poltergeist. What's the other movies that just came out? The Haunting of Emily somebody. I don't do none of those. For what? For why? Why do I want to scare myself and I can't sleep at night? We live in a basement.
You say your prayers and go to bed.
I can't. Look, I'm spiritual. It's in my spirit.
The stuff outside of this door scared me more than the Candyman. Walk straight out the door and up the street. That scares me more than going to see Candyman.
No, I'm not. No Candyman.
Okay.
No Candyman. You can go. I will pay for your ticket to go.
I didn't say I want to see it. Because did you see the first one?
No, I did not. I told you. I have not seen or really looked at a scary. I look at thrillers. I look at like Saw. I don't do scary.
Okay.
I haven't seen the first Nightmare on Elm Street scared the bejesus out of me. I think I was like 10, 11 years old.
Is that the one with the bed?
No, that was the one where he was in the alley and he got the long arms all of a sudden. Yeah, and we had an alley behind us. So you ain't had no alleys in the county. So yeah.
I wasn't in the county when that came out. I was in the city. With an alley behind me.
I didn't do that. No, not for me.
All right, what's next, sir?
Our show has finally, Married at First Sight, is back on television. That's our show.
Yes, I saw The Ring. I don't think I saw the second.
I watched too much TV to be looking at The Ring. I ain't seen that either.
Now The Ring shook me because at the time, I think, we had regular phones in the house, and The Ring shook me at the time because every time the phone would ring, I just stare at it. That did shake me for a minute.
Nope.
But
why do I want to scare myself on regular? Once Freddie and Jason started getting corny,
they did. They were funny.
It started getting funny, and Chucky, when I was little, scared me because my brother had a My Buddy dog.
My Buddy was Chucky for sure.
Yeah, so I know. Friends to the end. This is the end, friend. Nope. Nah, nope. Not.
Hey, look, side note, y'all. We was telling Real about. Was it Real? We was telling Real about because what came out at the same time as My Buddy is Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
And
and the new Teddy Ruxpin they got now is so scary like a White Walker eyes. Them Jones is blue and light up. And then the Teddy Ruxpin used to just
played on its own. You didn't have to have no batteries in it.
Nope. And then we used to put rap tapes in that joke. Rap tapes and Teddy Ruxpin.
and watch Teddy Ruxpin rap. That was hilarious. But for some reason, that thing will operate without batteries, and that was scary.
Time to go.
But anywho, Married at First Sight,
Married
we
at
have
First
begun to watch
the new
the new season.
And I don't think none of these people gonna make it.
We thought for sure nobody was gonna be as entertaining as Chris and Paige. But I think these people might be on.
I think collectively,
yeah, they might be on the way. This is a band of characters.
All right, here's the list. If y'all want to watch it, because we're gonna have an update every week. Rachel and Joe. Joe is the one that we think is.
Stop. We think that Joe might be a lover of all people.
He a switch hitter. Hit from this side, hit from this side.
I don't think Joe is just strictly in one lane. I think he rides
hey, look,
either both.
More power to you. More power. If that's your thing, do your thing. But a little questionable.
But that's the only reason I think they're not gonna make it.
Alvin, you was too daggone old by the time Teddy Ruxpin came.
He's big. I don't think Teddy Ruxpin wasn't expensive. I don't think
it was a show enough Christmas gift.
Well, yes.
So it was expensive.
It was a show enough Christmas gift, right? If you ain't getting no other time outside of Christmas. But yeah, all right.
On Joe.
That's the only reason I think they won't make it. This because Joe is indecisive about who he loves.
Johnny and Bao. That's the Asian couple they have on. It was interesting and funny that they actually coupled up two Asian people, and Bao knew Johnny.
But I'm sure they, outside of what they say on the show, I'm sure people give preferences, and they may have said they wanted to be with another Asian person. I know for sure. It was funny to me that she said initially, she was like, please don't pair me with anybody I know.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave them a list of people on her don't list. And apparently she had skipped over Johnny.
She had a list of about 40 people.
But she skipped over Johnny, and there he was. So
Johnny be good.
Johnny is funny to me. But I don't think they're going to make it because Bao is a little stuck in her ways.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think so either. Is this Merle and Gil?
Who? Merla.
Or
Mirla, whichever they call.
Mirla and Gil. That's the cut up fireman. That's the cheap dude and the expensive girl.
Oh, that's the fireman.
Yeah, that's the bald head guy.
So again, I think that's where they gave preferences. They wanted somebody in the Latin community. His parents are from Colombia.
Yep.
And I forget where they said she's from.
But the funny thing is, she was like, "Yeah, I don't want a bald guy."
And Gil is bald.
Gil is straight bald.
Gil is bald. And then he was like, "I don't want a high maintenance woman." And she was like, "If we got babies, I need a mommy makeover afterwards.
I need the surgery."
Yeah. So we gonna see. They not gonna make it. They not gonna make it.
Michaela and Zach.
They got potential. But
did you see the rest of the first show? The end?
I don't think. No, I went to see.
Whoa! The dude leaves. He leaves. It was like
Ryan What's
Zach.
His name?
Zach leaves. He gets mad. Leaves. Don't come back. And then come back a couple of days later.
Oh, he pulled a Chris.
Yeah, he pulled a Chris.
I gotta go back.
Halfway decent looking black dudes pulling this.
I don't know.
And then she snaps on him. Like
she looked like she'll snap a few times.
Oh yeah. But she still loves him though. She still loves him. She's like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's fitting to be wow.
So we'll give updates as often as we come.
We got one more couple.
Who?
Ryan and Brett.
Oh, I like Brett is the pretty redhead lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it either because
she don't like he a little country and she a little rock and roll.
Oh, what an analogy! You scored. Touchdown.
Yeah, they stopped playing country music at the reception. She was like, "Bro, I'm not feeling that.
I'm not feeling that.
I don't
know how to line dance. I don't know how to do that.
None of this." And he was like, looking at her strange.
And he outdoors when he's a hunter, and she don't
doesn't.
like
She's not
killing animals. That's going to be interesting.
We'll keep updating y'all, and y'all give us questions if y'all want us to cover some things.
Hey, look, they done did this on 13 times.
But the OGs are back. The joint on Netflix, they got a part 2. They back. You don't remember the people that got married behind the wall?
No, I didn't watch that.
Now you got to go back and watch it.
Now, look, hold up.
I
got to catch up on my All American.
Love is Blind. If y'all didn't see Love is Blind, go back. These was the OGs. I wasn't even thinking about Married at First Sight. Love is Blind is on Netflix. Go back and watch season 1. These people had a literal wall. Did you get the premise of this show?
Yeah, they couldn't see each other.
They couldn't see each other, but they spent weeks dating without seeing each other. So they was on opposite sides of the wall. And then by the end, they dated around. So like you was in rotation with people in the room. And then by the end, you decided this person is the person I would like to potentially marry. And then you stuck with that person, or you saw that person more often. And then by the end, they would decide whether they wanted to propose or not. So I think it was 6 couples, and they back to give an update.
Oh, it's just one season? I mean, it's just one episode, or they got a whole
season?
They
only had one season. These are the people.
I'm just saying, this show now, the update show, it's several episodes. Okay, the series. Okay.
The premise is the one major couple. They were so cute. It's an interracial couple. They was the ones everybody was rooting for them all along. It's their anniversary, and they've invited all these people back to their anniversary party to, get updates. And of course, some of these people weren't together anymore. So to see the interaction, the funny part, this is why you gotta go back and watch it. So like I said, they was going around. There was a guy, and he was interested in 2 women. He chose one. So the other chick was like, since I can't have him, I'll go with the other dude. And he proposed to her. He was really loving her. So this girl over here confronted the dude that didn't pick her. It was like, I thought we was going to be together, blah, blah, blah. In front of the chick he chose. And in front of her fiance. And she was just like, nah, I was drunk, whatever. He was like, no. So put it plainly, the chick over here, they didn't get together. They got a divorce, of course. But in this preview for the update, she comes back around to confront them again.
Wow.
You gotta watch it.
Okay. All right.
You gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it after.
You gotta watch it.
All American. Spencer is now dealing with some stuff. The season is over with. I'm just catching up because I like to watch this back to back to back. For some reason, I don't like watching CW shows until the season.
I was about to say, what network is it normally on?
It's on CW.
Okay.
It's on CW, and I am on I'm on the 3rd season. Is this 3rd or 4th season? 3rd season, episode 7. So I might only have like 3 more episodes.
Well, you can watch it in between.
No.
You gotta watch it with me.
Watch what?
Love is Blind.
I gotta go back and see the first thing. Oh no, this joint got 15.
Exactly.
Good Lord, this joint got 2 seasons. It got 19 episodes.
We'll add a few things to your list.
No, it's football season. And we might have to switch our days because this Sunday thing is starting to run.
Saturdays didn't work for us.
So I told you we're going to have to do it in the middle of the week.
What day would that be? Between classes and Bible study and fitness classes and line dance and
Thursday is football.
Choir rehearsals and
y'all ain't had a choir rehearsal in a year and a half.
And dance rehearsals and name a day of the week. Come on, what's the 8th day of the week?
We gotta do Saturday mornings after Sierra. We gotta do Saturday mornings after Sierra.
Who is up and in the house?
We up.
Well, I guess it don't make a difference because hey, Alvin.
Hey, you look. I was 10 years old when Teddy Ruxpin. No, I was.
How do you know how old you were?
When was Teddy Ruxpin came out? I think I was
I
about
don't
10.
even know how old I was when Teddy Ruxpin came out.
1985. So I
you were
was
younger
8.
than
I was
10.
8 years
Yeah.
old. So you're 8 years older than me. So you'd have been 16 when Teddy Ruxpin came out. If you were 16 trying to get a Teddy Ruxpin,
Don't challenge his childhood. You want children to stay children.
at 16, you got a whole job.
Since you were not.
I was born in 1978. In 1985, I would have been 8, 5, 7 years old. So you'd have been 15 years old.
I'm gonna let y'all have that argument because I know you finna call right after this show happens.
but look at hey, go look at Google and look at the new Teddy Ruxpin.
The new Teddy Ruxpin, they can't see that. The new Teddy Ruxpin looks
like a White Walker.
He's still scared. He's scarier than what he was.
They got diamond. Bruh. That's a demon, yo.
All right, anything else you want to cover? Let these people go to bed because we got to go.
Don't forget, it's a couple of great shows that's getting ready to come on. We did not talk about Loki. Loki was a great show. WandaVision was a great show. Please go ahead and watch those. We are thinking that myself, Alvin, and our friend Mark we're going to probably do a podcast on a Thursday while you are doing what you're doing. On What If episodes. It's the 40 plus year old nerds, not virgins but nerds, and so we're going to be talking about different shows, different stuff that's coming out. We're going to be reacting to the shows, and maybe give some small theories or whatever, but hey, we are fans. Also, not Justice League, Titans, their next season is coming out in a few weeks. That's an awesome show. If you have to go back and watch that. You want me to watch Love Is Blind? You can watch these daggone Titans. Titans is a great show. Okay. Titans is coming out. Something else coming out on HBO. That's supposed to be good. But yo,
I would say he was not. You remember he have sisters 7 years younger than him. So his sisters he remembers the Teddy Ruxpin. That's why. Okay. I'll let y'all discuss all of the Marvels and DCs and all them people on
you need to. It's a good show. You like Loki.
I did like Loki.
Exactly. It's a good show.
I liked WandaVision later on.
Because all of us liked it as the story progressed. Because all of us was confused all the way up to the third episode. We was like, what in the world are they doing?
Y'all ain't talking about Steven Universe. I don't really hear it.
Steven Universe is great. I like Steven Universe. Steven Universe is a great show.
All right, good night.
Good night. I think this might be our regular scheduled time. Nope, because football will be on back home.
You just said it was not. We'll see y'all at some point next week. Possibly before we
you gotta watch Titan. And the Starfire is a black girl. Okay. I know you don't watch if it ain't got no black representation, you don't watch it. I already
said it's gotta have at least one.
Yes. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good.
Okay.
You didn't watch that?
As a series?
Yeah, Anthony Mackie.
I watched like 2 episodes when you was watching it.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
You gotta catch up. All American, man. My man Spencer is going through it right now. Well, Spencer is always going through it.
From the beginning. Episode 1.
He want to be Captain
Season 1, episode 1.
Captain Say the whole hood. Man, he should have just stayed in Beverly Hills. But it wouldn't be a good show.
Please continue to patronize our
and it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Hawk Status Fitness on IG, Moonshine Man on IG, the Tell the Truth podcast on YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna start posting my articles back on there again. See if we can draw some. Cause I'll be posting articles on my regular page, on my Facebook page, trying to draw some stuff up on that one. Hey, we know the virus is still out there. Do what you gotta do, what you think is best for your family. We're not pushing anything because that's what we don't do. We just give you information. But Delta is strong.
And no sister coming up behind us.
What is sister name? La Bamba?
Wasn't it Lambda?
Lambda. Like who was that? What was the movie? Lambda. Revenge of the Nerds. The Lambda.
We do not want to spread. I'm gonna give y'all a proper name because I'm not gonna leave y'all on unreliant information. I thought I put in third.
The Lambda.
We not gonna spread.
Yama. It
doesn't say. It just says.
That's what you get for trying to search.
No.
It's L-A-L-A-E.
Lambda.
Lambda.
Okay, I did. I was correct.
Lambda. Lambamba.
See, don't do that.
La,
But that's the third. Y'all just be careful out here.
Be careful out here.
Okay.
Wear your mask.
I just finished fussing at your son.
MASS. Wear your mask.
All right. Good night, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Japan got their first Lambamba.
Peace and blessings. Good morning.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Not grand rising, but good morning.
Y'all ain't gonna grand rise me to death. Good morning, daggone it. Just say good morning.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. In broadcast.